Yo, what up? Welcome back to Redzone In the Lab. That's RITL, also pronounced Riddle. I am Deuce. That's DEUCE, coming straight from the city, DC. We are back again. I'm glad you're here with me. I appreciate all the support that you always give. If you're new here, please subscribe, right? Share, comment. Please leave a comment. Like, talk to me, right? I usually we're going to be going live. We're going to start picking up live back up. But right now, as we drop these, like, go ahead, leave a comment. I'll respond to it. Matter of fact, I responded to all the ones from yesterday. I responded to all of them from yesterday. So leave a comment, man. Like, share, put it out there, man. Let's get that algo working, right? Let's get that algorithm working. Yeah, there it is. But today was day 2 of phase 3 of voluntary will be there, right? When it matters. Um, I'm highly confident of that. But it's voluntary, right? We still had the 3 no shows. I presume, right, because it wasn't no media availability today. But they did put out like a couple clips from today's practice. That's where this Commanders dancing day 2 comes from. I saw Jeremy Reeves and all of them, boys dancing or whatever. But yeah, I want to go back to yesterday. I want to go over Frankie Louvu's press conference, at the locker room. However, they do that. It wasn't like an official press conference, but it was at the locker room. And Deebo, those two. Also, want to talk about a great question that was asked from I forgot her name. I know Seawalls. I think that's how you pronounce her name. I think it's Candace. I'm not sure, from Bowie TV. She asked a very heartfelt question. Like, this is what it means. I want to talk about that. And what else? I think that's and I just got a couple tweets that I saw from what's going on in Commanders Land that I want to talk about real quick. But that's pretty much it, man. So like we're gonna get right into it, man. Right after this, man. Let's rock with it. Yes, sir. That's for you, Smokey. Yo, what up? Um, let's get right into Frankie Louu. Let's get right into Frankie Louu.
How's it feel to be back? What's the energy? What's the vibe like, man?
Man, the energy's up. The vibe is up. Man, it's just good to be back with the boys and, find that brotherhood again and turn it up even more, you know what I mean? So, yeah, just like I said, just happy to be around with the guys.
With these OTAs, what's the goal here?
Goals to get better. Work on the little things, the little details of knowing your footwork, your steps, the right gap, your technique and fundamentals, I think, and just building that bond right now. We got a lot of new faces on the team, and it's our job, to bring them along. And how quickly can we do that? And everybody kind of moving forward as a team. Nobody left behind, and I feel like that's the whole point of OTAs.
Knowing how last season ended, so close to getting to the big game, how did that maybe fuel you, motivate you, sour taste in the mouth? Take me through that.
Definitely, for me, left a bad taste, and I can't do anything about it but continue what I'm doing now. Obviously it's still in my head, but we just gotta move on and get better this year. And a lot of the guys feel, kind of same way, and it should be that way. We was one away from the big chip, but last year's last year, and we focus on new guys that we have and having an opportunity to move with them. And man, I'm just excited to have this thing going and have the guys flying.
That is Frankie Louvou. Um, one thing he mentioned about was like what OTAs mean. I think even though it is voluntary, right? Um, you still want to, and man, it's so much I can know like for a player, right? In Terry's situation, I mean, even players that's going into the last year of their contracts, guys that want new deals, like they don't want something to happen that's going to prevent them to maximizing their worth, right? Like, I get it, but for the people that's there, like you have to focus on them. And he mentioned, getting out there, working on footwork. Footwork is extremely important. He's been working on footwork his whole entire life, probably. Right, but it's something that you're gonna do every day. You want to get better and better at it, and it's other things, tackling, uh, backpedaling, shoulder extension, arm extensions, all different types of drills that they go over, and also like the brotherhood portion of it. All of the new fans coming in, new fans, not new fans. Oh well, it is some new fans, right? But all of the new players coming in, right? So you have these players that understand what this culture is. Like even the players that was here last year, there's still more to the culture. There's more to the brotherhood. There's more to learn about each other. Even though if you've been around them for over a year, like it's still more to learn, right? So they're learning more about themselves and about their teammates, and also these new guys that they're bringing in to get the basic fundamentals of what this brotherhood is all about, right? What teamwork is all about, like how we want to move on one accord. Like those are the things that they're like what I think is one of the main important things about OTAs and being at OTAs, right? And of course, you want to about the on field of football, play installation, this and that, and knowing who can do what, and the competition, the battles, all that stuff kind of begin also. But your character and the culture, it matters too, right? Do you fit this team? Like you don't want you to be in a position battle with someone for a roster spot, and it comes down to character and culture fit. I say, well, he doesn't really fit. He's not buying in, right? So even though these guys is kind of neck and neck, or he's a little above from what we've seen on the field, he doesn't seem like he's buying in. Let's go with the other guy. You don't want that to be the reason why you don't make this team. You don't want that to be the reason why you don't make this team. Let's go to Deebo. Let me see. Let me see. Hold on a second. I had it on here. Let's go to Deebo. One second. Let's get to it.
Great culture, great energy, great guys. It's a big brotherhood here for sure.
All right, number 5, Jaden Daniels. The relationship you're starting to develop with him. What's impressed you about Jayden on the field and kind of building that rapport?
Just being here for, I think it feel like about 2-3 months now. I feel like the man can make every throw. He's comfortable. He knows what's going on. He knows where the ball needs to go. I just think he's very smart. How calm he is, after watching him like last year, the moment not too big for him. I just think he's a great player.
What's it like for you with this fresh start now that it's kind of getting underway? What's it been like for you?
It's been a smooth process for sure. The guys in the locker room make it easy. When I walked in the locker room, it felt like I've been here before. How the guys treated me, and we just building from there.
What are your early impressions of Cliff?
Oh man, I love Cliff for sure. Offensive guru. Expect excellence from everybody. Treat everybody the same, and just want the best for the team.
What's it been like working with Sierra? I know he's not out there today, but how do you guys stay in touch?
I understand the business side of things, and I kind of like when he stopped coming, I understand his side of the story. So I just not try to get bothered with it and just let him, deal with it on his own and just kind of handle that on his own. But when he was here, man, it was business is business. Feeding off each other energy, trying to get each other better.
Was there anything that you kind of focused on this offseason following last year that you want to work on?
Being in a better shape for sure. It's a new offense, so getting that down and just continue to learn every day.
What did you do to get in better shape, and how will that help?
We just training every day, in here. We kind of built a program for me to go by, and that's what we've been doing.
And how will that help?
It's gonna help.
How were your impressions of the game?
First meeting him, it was crazy. I kind of played against him a good bit, so I just think overall high energy guy, a great coach for sure.
There was a moment during practice with you and Adam Peters were just talking. How would the comfort be knowing that he brought you here, and how that makes you feel as far as you fitting in, knowing that he's the one who kind of brought you here?
Me and him kind of got history when he was in San Fran. I got to know him very well here. So when I realized I was coming here, I was more excited. One of the first guys to call and talk to, and just continue to build on what we already had.
He looks happy. He looks so happy. His mind looks clean. His mind looks clean. Like, he talked about the culture, right? Like everyone talks about the culture, how great the culture is. Because that's one of the things that the big thing about the Commanders is the new culture. Because the old culture was so horrible. Right. So that's like the thing. It's always about the culture. And I think that was the reason why a lot of players and top tier talent and as coaches and personnel didn't want to be here because the culture was so messed up. The agent called you, hey, look, the Commanders looking for no, no, the culture is horrible. I don't want to go there. Right. So that's a big thing. Like he's been with Jayden the last few months. Like I think they've been working in Ashburn and in California, wherever. Like Jayden can make every throw. He's calm. He's collect. I watched him last year. He's not rattled. Like he's astonished at Jayden. Like he loves Jayden. He's wow at Jayden, bro. And look, and the Terry stuff, he's like, man, when he was here, it was business is business. They trying to get each other better. Like he's letting them go and handle that stuff. You can tell like he wish he was there. Like he wants to be there. He wants to be around them. And that's a good thing. But just hold on, Deebo. He'll be back. He'll be back. He'll be back for sure, man. That whole thing, man, about like his weight, and all that, like, bro. I just think his angle play, because that's it's the reason why he's Deebo, right? He's always had that build, you know what I mean? So but it's good. Like when they asked him a question, like he understood. Look, I got to get in better shape. He knew he wasn't in good shape last year. You got to get in better shape. They started a program, and he's been following. And you can see the results. I love it. I'm excited about Deebo. I'm excited about Deebo, man. I'm excited about Deebo. Yes, let's get to this question here. I think this is a great question. Let me put it up. Right.
Hey, Jayden, just one from me for you today. I just wanted to ask you how you were doing. We all know that you lost a close friend kind of related to this off season. So just how are you?
I'm good. Tough little situation. Obviously somebody close to me, and mental health was real. So, but I do appreciate you asking, but I'm good.
Hey,
I appreciate that. Like when she first asked him, you can see his little I appreciate that. Like he said that immediately. Like I don't know if you heard it when she asked. Like I appreciate that. Like that's and like these players are human. These players are human. Yes, they're entertainment, right? But they're also human, and there are human sides to them. And even though you cover the team and like content creators, fans, like sometimes, if you can, sometimes, right, you kind of owe it to them. Just take some time, right, and just look at them, view them, approach them like they're human. Like they're human. And that's exactly what she did. As if he was a human being. Jayden, how are you doing? We understand what you just went through, losing a best friend from mental health because of mental health. Like he said, mental health is real. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thanks for asking me how I am. That right there is what it's all about. That right there is what it's all about. I appreciate that from Candace. I believe it's Candace. Please, I hope it's Candace. But I appreciate that. As a fan, I appreciate that. All right. Let's get to one more. I think it's Jayden. And this is about him and his weight, which is funny.
Popping a little bit. People were saying this guy's got talk about the word grow, so I gotta mention it, man. This picture behind me right here made some buzz because your arms was popping a little bit. People were saying this guy's gotten bigger and stronger. But Cliff Kingsbury also said in his presser today that you got bigger and got stronger. Why was that a point of emphasis for you?
Yeah, I think just for me, it's like, okay, what can I do better? Can I add some more armor on, to withstand another, 17 games or hopefully more. And, it was a long season last year, so it's like I didn't know what I was getting myself into. Now I have a kind of idea. This is what I'm getting myself into going into year 2. Now it's like, okay, put the team around me, ask questions, ask the vets, ask, people, reach out to other individuals. Like, how did you navigate your first offseason? How did you navigate this? And, kind of take bits and pieces from it. But honestly, I really got that advice from Bobby Wagner. So he gave me that advice. We were having a conversation. He was like, man, this is what he did his first offseason. He hit up a whole bunch of people. They gave him advice like, I think this works. It works for me. This works for him. We'll see. I'm going to try it.
Sophomore slump. What? This kid, this kid just wants to be better. Right? He said he went to Bobby, right? And Bobby instructed him what he did. Reach out to other people. Right? And that also shows that he's humbled. Right? I'm humbled enough to reach out to other vets about how they approach their first full off season. Even though I had all of this success, all of this rookie success. I mean, I got games in the Hall of Fame, cleats, jersey. I got all that in the Hall of Fame, rookie of the year, like comeback games, like all this, like complete, like all that. After all that success, I still need help. I still need help. This is what you want from your QB1. This is what you want from a leader. Because he's showing everyone else, I need help. I need the O-line to work. I need the running backs to work. I need the D-line to work. I need the cornerbacks to work. I need my coaching to work. I need all of this to work in order for me to be successful. I need your help. How can I get better? And then you take bits from here, you take pieces from here, right? Eat the meat, throw away the bone. What works for me? And you see the result. Action, people. Action. That is your quarterback. That is the Commanders fans. That is your quarterback. All the other fans, that's what you want in a quarterback. Oh, I love it. All right. Real quick. So we had, I want to just show you these two right here. All right. JP Finley, Dan Quinn, and Adam Peters are in constant communication that includes updates on contract talks. DQ joked he didn't have any updates for the rest of us. I remember that question yesterday about any updates about contracts, and DQ was like, "No, we don't have no updates." But I think this is very important because someone had pointed out to me, and well, let me not. Someone had pointed out to me how they saw in the Commanders log that when phone calls came in for the draft, Cliff always immediately looked to Newman, talked to Newman about it, blah, 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 made a decision. So you can tell him and Newman, like they work together hand in hand, even though, he'll have like the final say on this, and that. But he also takes things from Dan Quinn, right? From the coaches. Like, what do you like? You can just see, like, I don't know how the process actually works, but it looks like it's working. It looks like they're communicating. It looks like they understanding what they want to do, which way they want to go. Right? When you look in that draft room, it looks like everyone understands this is what we're going to do. Right? Even though you might not get who you wanted, but you understand like what he wants to do and the direction that this team is in. And then them being in constant communication, and that's about anything, right? Contract disputes going on, contracts, you know, Adam keeps them in the loop about it, right? And I think that's great. I think that's great. I think that's great football personnel. This is how you run your teams. Great business. All right, George Carmi from the Big Doug and Carmi podcast. Follow them on YouTube. Check them out on X. Also, great content, great guests, multiple weeks. Great podcast. Love both of those guys. Jason Young will carve a niche in the Commanders running back rotation. I don't see him overtaking Brian Robinson as RB1, at least earlier in the season. Merritt will likely bump McNichols off the roster and take a few snaps per game. Ideally, Washington becomes a RBBBC and we play the hot hand, which is running back by committee. There's been a lot of talk about B-Rob. Like I'm going to talk about B-Rob, I think probably next week. I'm gonna get into like the position groups and things like that. But yes, you have a 7th-round running back. They really loved him. I think they spoke to him like over 3 or 4 times. They brought him in interviews and all that other good stuff. So he's somebody that they actually wanted. You know, and I think if he would have played this past year, and we're going to talk about more about why he didn't play and all that, but I think he would have been a higher pick because he had so much success the year before. So like it's a chance, but again, we don't know, right? And I'm gonna get more into Brian Robinson, but ideally, there's no one else under contract as a running back but him, right? So I think how they approach free agency next year, as far as the running back room is concerned, I think that's going to matter. I think that's going to how they approach what I'm trying to say, how they approach next off season for the running back room. If they're going to go draft, if they're going to go free agency, I think a lot of it matters on JCM. How does he perform? If he finds a way to get, like George said, more and more snaps as the season goes on, and may even overtake Brian Robinson as far as snap counts, snap share is concerned, to be like in that RB1 spot, and he's successful, that helps the offseason. So now you might not be looking at a running back day 1 or day 2, maybe day 3, right? You might want to go out there and get you a vet, but not a vet to actually be RB1, but be a compliment to him, right? Or may even B-Rob works as a compliment to him. So a lot of how we look at next offseason, I think it really depends on JCM. Because I think when it comes to Brian Robinson, like even if let's just say he gets 1,400 all-purpose yards, like, and he still looks the same. His vision is still not where you wanted to be. He's not breaking tackles. It's just the O-line creating holes. Like, I don't think you re-sign him. And if you do, you don't want to pay him 13, 14, 15 million dollars a year. Right? So either way, if the number is not low for B-Rob and he doesn't show that he can be a RB2, power back, short yardage, different things like that, and his number's not low, I don't think he's here next year. But as far as this year is concerned, I don't look at our RB room as a major concern like others. We're gonna talk about Brian Robinson next week, man, but I'm okay with it. I'm absolutely okay with it. But yeah, man, that's all I have today. So I do appreciate y'all commenting on yesterday's video. Comment on this one. Please comment on this one. We're going to be going live in a few more weeks, but comment, like, share. I answered all the ones from yesterday, so y'all be proud. I answered all the ones from yesterday, so comment, share. I started a little community on here. Join the community if you would like. I would love you to. It helps me out. But I'm excited, man. I'm really, really excited. So I'm being tomorrow. I don't know if it's media availability or not tomorrow, but they probably put some stuff out. Of course, people are gonna be tweeting about stuff. We might get some Terry news. Yes. We may get some Terry news. But yeah, man, I appreciate your time. I know your time is very valuable for you to spend it with me. I absolutely, absolutely appreciate it. Remember, do it because you love it, not because it loves you. One beat, one sound, one heart,